everybody, thank you for watching Wrestle Circus on Twitch. This is the first ever show. You're about to watch Sami Callihan and the Christ brothers, Ohio is for Killers, versus Shane Strickland, Desmond Xavier, and Leo Rush. Oh my god, there they go, they start. Oh, and we have our first subscriber. Thank you so much for subscribing. Look at this truly vicious brawl outside. Oh, and look, we have a donation of $3.23 from Hitler Did Nothing Wrong 420. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh, and look, here's some more action outside. Oh, a fake out from Sami Callihan. He gets the boot. Oh, and look, another $2.74 from Hitler Did Nothing Wrong 420. Thank you so much for that donation, Hitler Did Nothing Wrong 420. Thank you all for being a part of our goal of bringing the best aspects of Twitch to wrestling. Oh, and look at this powerbomb from Sami Callihan. That's amazing. Oh, and he goes for some more, but here comes another donation. Wow. Thank you. I hate every race but my own. This is just absolutely fantastic. That 37 cents you gave us is a great thing. Thanks again. I hate every race but my own. This collaboration of wrestling and Twitch is going to take the industry to new heights.
Hey everybody, thank you for watching yet another episode of Too Late to Sleep on Trampionship Wrestling. As you saw from that beginning, there is some news this week out of Wrestle Circus, as they have announced that they will be doing their new shows on Twitch. They are abandoning pay-per-view. They are going to be getting rid of their video-on-demand service. You might remember that I put up that little code for the free month. Don't bother if you haven't already, because they're getting rid of it. As of now, until they decide otherwise, everything that they do is going to be over Twitch. So that's kind of the worst case scenario that we saw right there. I don't think that's how they're going to make things look, but it's going to be interesting to see where it goes, because they don't seem to really have a fully fledged plan yet for how they're going to make it work. This is not a guy who knows a lot about Twitch. Basically, it sounds like he just said, oh, well, I can do this, so let's do this. So I know that he's been in communication with people who have a history with Twitch. I'm hoping that's enough. So we'll see. Some other news with Wrestle Circus this week. There was a little bit of an outcry over on Reddit because of some problems with the Smart Box. I was actually the one that made this thread. Last month, I ordered their new blind box subscription. We've talked about this before, how WWE has Loot Crate with, or they have Slam Crate with Loot Crate. There's the PWTs, has the Pro Wrestling Crate. There's Wrestle Crate, which is different than Pro Wrestling Crate. And Wrestle Circus originally partnered with this guy that is apparently a fan of Wrestle Circus, has been to all their shows, and was going to do this, was going to put out all this stuff. And he just kind of gave up after 10 days and sold the business over, and never fulfilled any of the orders. Well, when the month ended and nobody got their boxes, people started complaining. It's been 2 weeks. Had to make a complaint on Reddit in order to get Al Lenhart's attention. Finally, he said, oh, "Okay, well, we'll give you this box. We'll give you the next box. The next box is free. If you want to unsubscribe, I understand, but I hope you won't." So we'll be getting those boxes in. I want to do a video of the unboxing of, if nothing else, the first box, just as kind of sorry for making the headache, but also I want to see what it looks like and judge it objectively as well, because got a little bit of annoyance there that I had to do that in order to get the answer in the first place. So I was kind of high up on Wrestle Circus, and we're not at the bottom yet, but we're kind of cautiously optimistic would be the way to say it. The other big thing coming out of the weekend was Dominion took place, and as you have probably heard already, if you haven't, then go watch. Okada versus Omega 2 ended in a draw. A lot of people said it was an even better match than the first one, including Dave Meltzer, who gave it a 6.25 star rating on his 5-star scale. Personally, I preferred the first one, and even the first one I wouldn't have given a 5 out of 5. I thought they were both extremely good matches. They both have made my list of Match of the Year contenders for at the end of the year to look at, but I actually preferred the first one. The second one, I thought the ending was a little bit... I thought they kind of went out of their way to give a non-finish, which kind of felt cowardly given the circumstances. I would have liked to have known decisively where they felt with things. I think it would have been similar to Money in the Bank 2011, having CM Punk and John Cena and then a draw, when you needed to have CM Punk win that to really cement his place as the next big guy. And it just felt like having this great match. It was a really good match, and then just kind of cowarding out at the end. So I get why people enjoyed it. I'm not saying by any stretch of the imagination it was a bad match, but that's why I'm not rating it quite as high as some other people are. The only other thing we've really got going on this week to talk about is Money in the Bank, and they have 5 matches announced. We've got the Women's Championship match, Naomi versus Lana. Lana is a huge question mark here, because unless you've been on the handful of NXT house shows that she's worked, which have mainly been on the Florida circuit, not even on the NXT tour, you haven't seen her wrestle. She's done one televised match, which was I believe a 10-man tag team match, Total Divas versus non-Total Divas, a couple years back. And she was okay, but most people have no idea how she is in the ring, and here she's going straight into a title match, which is part of the story, that she doesn't deserve it, but she's getting it anyway. So it's going to be really curious to see if she can carry that. And if not, if Naomi is good enough to carry somebody who can't carry their own weight. Don't anticipate that being the case. But whether the match is good or not, I really don't know who's going to win this, because the plans that seem to be where they're going are long-term, and in the short term are pretty fluid, with that being Charlotte versus Becky, because I don't see that really going on until Royal Rumble Mania, so there's really nothing saying that Lana can't win the belt in the meantime, so could be interesting to see if that's where they go. Gun in my head, I think Naomi wins, but no confidence in that whatsoever. We've got the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, the first ever women's Money in the Bank match. We've got Becky versus Charlotte versus Natalya versus Tamina versus Carmella. This is even harder to guess without having a clue what their immediate plans are with the women's division. It's really good to have a heel with the briefcase because you've got that Spectre, but I think with it being the first ever, they're going to want to go with a face, so that doesn't leave them too many options. It's either Becky or Charlotte. I think it's going to go to Becky so that they can kind of ride the suspense of when she's going to take advantage of it, and that can even lead to a little bit of animosity between her and Charlotte when that's where they want to go with it. Until then, they can just be happy for each other on that. But I think Becky has the best chances going in to win this. Got the Usos versus the New Day. I don't expect to see the New Day win first time out. They will be wearing those belts at some point in the near future. I don't think it starts this Sunday. I think that the Usos are going to cheat to win. It's going to be dirty as hell to justify the New Day getting another match, and that's how they're going to handle that. Then you've got the men's Money in the Bank match. That's Kevin Owens versus AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin versus Sami Zayn versus Dolph Ziggler versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Now with this, I think we're more likely to have the heel with the briefcase, and I cannot see anybody doing a better job at that than Kevin Owens. But if they are serious about pulling the trigger on Baron Corbin this year, which, considering the holding pattern they had him in last year with having won the Honor of the Giant Battle Royal in his first ever main roster match, that's kind of a dark horse challenger there. I think it's a little bit more interesting to have the guy that's never won the belt with the briefcase. More of the cash-ins, I believe, have been first-time champions. Kane had never won the World Championship. He had won the WWE Championship for a day. CM Punk's first championship came off of the Money in the Bank cash-in. Rob Van Dam's first WWE Championship. Edge's first championship. You know, a lot of these guys won their first belts with that cash-in. And I think Baron Corbin has a little bit more to gain from winning this. Could be Owens, but I'm going to put my name under Corbin for this one. Very low confidence. More so than with the other matches, though. Then you got Jinder Mahal versus Randy Orton. I don't think that they put the belt on Mahal just to take it off of him so soon. I don't expect this to be a great match, which is a shame. I think Mahal really needs that star maker that he's been missing. I keep saying that. But he's not wrestling on TV a lot. He's not really showing whether or not he deserves this. I think he needs to have an excellent match in St. Louis in front of a hometown crowd for Orton. He needs to win it. I think he will. But whether or not it's the match that it needs to be, I'm not that optimistic for him. But there you go. That's your look at the upcoming weekend. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for listening. Please drop me your comments. Tell me what you believe is going to happen. Check in at the Reddit Country Club on Reddit and the accompanying thread to this video. And tell me over there. We'll do our previews. We have a little prediction contest for what you think is going to happen. Feel free to join in over there. Love you, Trampions. Thank you always for checking this out. Cheers.